Good evening and welcome to the Situation Room. Tonight is our first time manning the phones. If you have a situation, give us a call. Any sort of situation. Anything at all? Crisis of spirit. Help on a spell? Questions about ways to be creative with your crystals? How to throw a theme party? Getting rid of your bunions? Okay. Hello, and thank you for calling the Situation Room. How can I help you? Okay. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a situation.
Let's put the caller on Zoom.
So caller, tell us about your situation. The audience is listening.
Well, I'm a first degree student, and it was time to do my own ritual, and I kind of got overwhelmed. I mean, I had lots of crystals and music and candles. You know, I wanted my altar to be perfect and reflect what I wanted to convey during the ritual. But I had to write the script, decide on the acts of power, pick the music. Oh, and then there's the incense, how to call the quarters, which deity I wanted to use, the cakes and ales, and oh gosh, so many components. I just didn't know where to start.
Okay, I think I see. It sounds like you felt like you had a lot of pressure, but decided to go all out and make it your own.
Yep, I wanted it to be perfect. One for the record books.
Okay, so the big day came. What did you do?
Well, I set up my altar, gathered my supplies, had my iPad, prepped the cakes and ales, and did a final edit on the script.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds perfect. Sounds like a good start. What happened then?
Well, the smudging and anointing went well.
Great, good. Okay.
But when we started, my lighter wouldn't work. So I had to leave the ritual space and rummage around in the kitchen till I finally found another one, and then I had to head back in.
That happens to everybody. Just a little hiccup, a little speed bump before you were off and running.
Well, not exactly. That second lighter was kind of like a flamethrower. Before I knew it, my script was on fire. I tried to fan it out, but instead I caught the altar cloth on fire. Fortunately, we had a lot of sacred water, and somebody put out the flames.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, that was a pretty rough start, but you didn't have to call the fire department. And it got better after that, did it?
Not exactly. I was so nervous I forgot to call the quarters, and then I dropped my athame into the top of someone's shoe, and I kind of flung salt water in my HP's eye.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay, so that all happened, but then it calmed down, right? And things got better?
I wish.
Oh.
You see, the act of power included paddle balls from the dollar store.
Oh.
Now, I thought that would be a great way to raise energy. Instead, total chaos ensued when 10 people started whacking away on those little balls with the elastic string. I mean, the goddess figure sailed across the room, 2 people got black eyes, and my cat screamed when one of the balls whacked her in the butt. Then another small fire started when the cauldron knocked it into the drapes.
Okay, but you didn't call the fire department. You didn't need the fire department. So, how did things end then? How did things go after that?
I tried to finish with the cakes and ales, but the sacred water had kind of soaked the Oreos, so everyone looked like they'd eaten brown finger paint. Oh, and Steve was allergic to the juice I served, so it's okay though. He had to go to the Minute Clinic for his eye anyway, so they're treating him for that too.
Okay. All right, so maybe the best thing was that you got through all of that, and then it came to an end, right?
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
I got so overwhelmed I collapsed into my beanbag chair, and it burst wide open, and a million microfiber beads went all over the place. And
Okay.
3 people actually inhaled them, but they're with Steve at the Minute Clinic.
Okay. I'm really sorry. I mean, you had a set of challenges. So exactly why did you call the Situation Room tonight?
Well, I was just wondering, how did it go so wrong? I mean, why was it so terrible?
Well, It was your first ritual in all new territory, and it does take time and repetition to become adept at running the show. So don't beat yourself up. Believe it or not, this disaster was the best, may I say, most condensed lesson from Spirit that you're likely to get. Remember, it's only wrong if you don't learn from it. Do you think maybe you took on too much for your first ritual?
Well, yeah, I probably did, but I wanted it to be so good.
Oh, I love all that stuff too, but the most powerful rituals I've ever attended were, the simplest events imaginable. All the bells and whistles and balls are great for atmosphere and to help people get in the right frame of mind, but a well thought out meditation or active power can do that. Maybe start simple and work more things into a ritual as you progress. And did you check your lighter, have a backup ready, or maybe even pre-lit candles to make things easier?
No, I guess I had too many things on my plate to remember.
Okay, another great lesson. Always make a list of the practical as well as the spiritual needs of the ritual. Once you have those goals, it'll help you keep on track. And probably the idea of the paddle balls sounded good, but I'm guessing if you tested them out, you might have avoided those bouncing balls of doom.
Yeah, I suppose I should have practiced the elements of the ritual a bit more.
Well, on the surface, everything kind of went wrong, but in reality, it unfolded as a clear reminder to take time to get comfortable in your role as ritual leader. Things will become easier, I promise.
I see your point. I need to relax, take my time, and practice.
And enjoy the process. You screw up, keep going. Screw up again, refocus. But if you screw up everything like that night, laugh your butt off. Once you start laughing, everybody will join in and will see the joy in just being human, and then forgive yourself. It's all good in the eyes of deity.
Thanks. I do feel a lot better.
You're more than welcome. How's your cat, by the way?
Oh, Skittles? Well, she's recovering. Still walks sideways and runs up the bookshelf at loud noises.
Oh.
But the vet says the tranquilizer should help her hair grow back that she's lost due to PTPBS.
PTPBS?
Post-traumatic paddleball syndrome. I'm kidding.
That, my friends, was certainly one for the record books. And that's all for tonight from the Situation Room.